Ariana Grande-Butera, born June 26, 1993, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. Her four-octave vocal range has received critical acclaim, and her personal life has been the subject of widespread media attention. She has received numerous accolades throughout her career, including 2 Grammy Awards, 1 Brit Award, 1 Bambi Award, 2 Billboard Music Awards, 3 American Music Awards, 9 MTV Video Music Awards, and 27 Guinness World Records. Ariana Grande began her music career at age 15 in the 2008 Broadway musical 13. She rose to fame for playing Cat Valentine in the Nickelodeon television series Victorious, 2010-2013, and Sam and Cat, 2013-2014. Ariana Grande signed with Republic Records in 2011 after label executives viewed YouTube videos of her covering songs. Her 1950s doo-wop-influenced pop and R&B debut album, Yours Truly, 2013, topped the US Billboard 200, while its lead single, The Way, reached the top 10 of the US Billboard Hot 100. Ariana Grande's voice and whistle register on the album drew immediate comparisons to Mariah Carey. She continued to explore pop and R&B in her second and third studio albums, My Everything, 2014, and Dangerous Woman, 2016. My Everything experimented with EDM and achieved global success with its singles, Problem, Break Free, and Bang Bang. Dangerous Woman became her first of 4 consecutive #1 albums in the UK. Personal struggles influenced her trap-infused 4th and 5th studio albums, Sweetener, 2018, and Thank You, Next, 2019, both of which were critical and commercial successes. Sweetener won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album, and Thank You, Next broke the record for the largest streaming week for a pop album and was nominated for Album of the Year. The singles, Thank You, Next, 7 Rings, and Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored, made Ariana Grande the first solo artist to hold the top 3 spots on the Hot 100 simultaneously and the first woman to succeed herself at the top of the UK singles chart. Her 2020 collaborations, Stuck With You with Justin Bieber and Rain On Me with Lady Gaga, helped her break the record for most #1 debuts on the Hot 100, the latter winning the Grammy Award for Best Pop Duo, Group Performance. Ariana Grande's R&B-focused 6th studio album, Positions, 2020, and its title track debuted at #1 in the UK and US. In 2021, she had her 6th US #1 single after featuring on the remix of The Weeknd's Save Your Tears. Often regarded as a pop icon and triple threat entertainer, Ariana Grande is one of the world's best-selling music artists. She has sold more than 85 million records globally, and all of her studio albums have been certified platinum or higher. Among her Billboard chart records, she is the first artist and only woman to have 5 #1 debuts, to chart 3 #1 debuts in 1 calendar year, to debut the lead singles from each of her studio albums in the top 10, and to have their first 5 #1 singles debut at top spot. Ariana Grande is the most streamed female artist ever, the most streamed female artist on Spotify, also 2010's Decade, and Apple Music, the most followed female artist on Spotify, and the most subscribed female artist on YouTube. She has been included on Time's annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world, 2016 and 2019, and the Forbes Celebrity 100, 2019-2020. Ariana Grande was named Woman of the Year, 2018, the greatest pop star of 2019, and the most successful female artist to debut in the 2010s by Billboard. Aside from music, she worked with many charitable organizations and advocates for animal rights, mental health, and gender, racial, and LGBT equality. Ariana Grande has a large following on social media. She became the most followed woman on Instagram in 2019, and has over 300 million followers as of 2022. She has also ventured into the cosmetics and fashion industries. Ariana Grande-Butera was born on June 26, 1993, in Boca Raton, Florida. She is the daughter of Joan Ariana Grande, the Brooklyn-born CEO of Hose McCann Communications, a manufacturer of communications and safety equipment, and Edward Butera, a graphic design firm owner in Boca Raton. Ariana Grande is of Italian descent, and has described herself as an Italian-American with Sicilian and Abruzzese roots. She has an older half-brother, Frankie Ariana Grande, who is an entertainer and producer, and she has a close relationship with her maternal grandmother, Marjorie Ariana Grande. Her family moved from New York to Florida before her birth, and her parents separated when she was 8 or 9 years old. When her parents were Florida Panthers season ticket holders, she was accidentally hit on each wrist by errant hockey pucks on 2 different occasions in 1998, sustaining minor bruises both times. The second occurrence happened during the Panthers' inaugural regular season game at National Car Rental Center on October 9, 1998, in which she was also the first child to ever ride a Zamboni in the brand new arena during the first intermission, the result of her parents' $200 winning bid at an auction. A photograph of her on the Zamboni was featured in the South Florida Sun-Sentinel the next day. At age 8, she sang The Star-Spangled Banner at the Panthers' home game against the Chicago Blackhawks on January 16, 2002. As a young child, Ariana Grande performed with the Fort Lauderdale Children's Theatre, playing her first role as the title character in the musical Annie. She also performed in their productions of The Wizard of Oz and Beauty and the Beast. At age 8, she performed at a karaoke lounge on a cruise ship and with various orchestras such as South Florida's Philharmonic, Florida Sunshine Pops and symphonic orchestras. During this time, she attended the Pinecrest School and later North Broward Preparatory. By age 13, Ariana Grande became serious about pursuing a music career, although she still concentrated on theater. When she first arrived in Los Angeles, California to meet with her managers, she expressed a desire to record an R&B album. "I was like, I want to make an R&B album." They were like, that's a hell of a goal. Who is going to buy a 14-year-old's R&B album? In 2008, Ariana Grande was cast as cheerleader Charlotte in the Broadway musical 13. When she joined the musical, Ariana Grande left North Broward Preparatory School, but continued to be enrolled. The school sent her materials to study with tutors. She also sang various times at the New York City jazz club Birdland. Ariana Grande was cast in the Nickelodeon television show Victorious along with 13 co-star Elizabeth Gillies in 2009. In the sitcom, set at a performing arts high school, she played the adorably dim-witted Cat Valentine. She had to dye her hair red every other week for the role, which severely damaged her hair. The show premiered in March 2010 to the second largest audience for a live-action series in Nickelodeon, with 5.7 million viewers. The role helped propel Ariana Grande to teen idol status, but she was more interested in a music career, saying that acting is fun, but music has always been first and foremost with me. Her character was compared to Brittany Murphy's performance as the hapless Ty in Clueless, and described as being very impressionable and easily swayed, but generally sweet. After the first season of Victorious wrapped, Ariana Grande wanted to focus on her music career and began working on her debut album in August 2010. To strengthen her vocal range, she began working with vocal coach Eric Vetro. The second season premiered in April 2011 to 6.2 million viewers, becoming the show's highest-rated episode. In May 2011, Ariana Grande appeared in Grayson Chance's video for the song Unfriend You from his album Hold On Till the Night, 2011, portraying his ex-girlfriend. She made her first musical appearance on the track Give It Up from the Victorious soundtrack in August 2011. While filming Victorious, Ariana Grande made several recordings of herself singing covers of songs by Adele, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, and uploaded them to YouTube. A friend of Monty Lipman, Chief Executive Officer (CEO) of Republic Records, came across one of the videos. Impressed by her vocals, he sent the links to Lipman, who signed her to a recording contract. Ariana Grande voiced the title role in the English dub of the Spanish-language animated film Snowflake, The White Gorilla in November 2011. From 2011 to 2013, she voiced the fairy princess Diaspro in the Nickelodeon revival of Winx Club. In December 2011, Ariana Grande released her first single, Put Your Hearts Up, which was recorded for a potential teen-oriented pop album that was never issued. She later disowned the track for its bubblegum pop sound, saying she had no interest in recording music of that genre. The song was later certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA. On a second soundtrack, Victorious 2.0, released on June 5, 2012, as an extended play, she supplied vocals as part of the show's cast for the song, Five Fingers to the Face. The third and final soundtrack, Victorious 3.0, was released on November 6, 2012, which featured a duet by Ariana Grande and Victoria Justice titled, LA Boys, with an accompanying music video being released shortly after. In December 2012, Ariana Grande collaborated on the single version of Popular Song, a duet with British singer and songwriter Mika. After 4 seasons, Victorious was not renewed, with the finale airing in February 2013. Ariana Grande starred as Snow White in the pantomime-style musical theatre production A Snow White Christmas with Charlene Tilton and Neil Patrick Harris at the Pasadena Playhouse. She played Amanda Benson in Swindle, a 2013 Nickelodeon film adaptation of the children's book of the same name. Meanwhile, Nickelodeon created Sam and Cat, an iCarly and Victorious spin-off starring Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande. He recorded the duet E più ti penso with Italian recording artist Andrea Bocelli, which was released in October 2015 as the lead single from Bocelli's album Cinema, 2015, and covered the song Zero to Hero, originally from the animated film Hercules 1997, for the compilation album We Love Disney, 2015. Ariana Grande also released her second Christmas EP, Christmas and Chill, in December 2015. 2015 to 2017, Dangerous Woman. Ariana Grande began recording songs for her third studio album, Dangerous Woman, originally titled Moonlight, in 2015. In October of that year, she released the single Focus, initially intended as the lead single from the album. The song debuted at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. The next month, American singer Who Is Fancy released the single Boys Like You, which features her and Meghan Trainor. She was featured in the remix version of Over and Over Again, a song by English singer Nathan Sykes' debut studio solo album Unfinished Business, which was released in January 2016. Ariana Grande made a cameo appearance in the comedy film Zoolander 2 starring Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. In March 2016, Ariana Grande released Dangerous Woman as the lead single from the retitled album of the same name. The single debuted at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the first artist to have the lead single from each of her first 3 albums debut in the top 10. The same month, Ariana Grande appeared as host and musical guest of Saturday Night Live, where she performed Dangerous Woman and debuted the promotional single, Be Alright, which charted at number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. Ariana Grande garnered positive reviews for her appearance on the show, including praise for her impressions of various singers, some of which she had done on The Tonight Show. Ariana Grande won an online voting poll on Entertainment Weekly as the best host of the season. In May 2016, Ariana Grande appeared on The Voice Season 10 finale, performing the second single from the album, Into You, which peaked at number 13 in the United States, and duetted with Christina Aguilera on Dangerous Woman. In March 2021, she returned to the show as a coach for the 21st season. Ariana Grande became the highest-paid coach in the show's history, earning a reported $25 million per season. Ariana Grande did not return for the show's 22nd season. Ariana Grande released Dangerous Woman on May 20, 2016, and debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. It also debuted at number 2 in Japan, and at number 1 in several other markets, including Australia, the Netherlands, Ireland, Italy, New Zealand and UK. Mark Savage, writing for BBC News, called the album a mature, confident record. At the Summertime Ball at London's Wembley Stadium in June, Ariana Grande performed 3 songs from the album as part of her set. In August, Ariana Grande released a third single from the album, Side to Side, featuring rapper Nicki Minaj, her 8th top 10 entry on the Hot 100, which peaked at number 4 on that chart. Dangerous Woman was nominated for Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album and the title track for Best Pop Solo Performance. In August 2016, Ariana Grande performed a tribute to the late Whitney Houston on the season finale of the ABC television series Greatest Hits and headlined the opening night of the second annual Billboard Hot 100 Music Festival, performing a nearly hour-long set of her own songs. Aside from music, Ariana Grande filmed a commercial for T-Mobile that premiered in October 2016 and played Penny Pingleton in the NBC television broadcast Hairspray Live, which aired in December 2016. The same month, Ariana Grande and Stevie Wonder appeared on the season finale of the US competition TV series The Voice, performing their collaboration, Faith, from the soundtrack of the 2016 animated film Sing. Faith was nominated for Best Original Song at the 74th Golden Globe Awards. At the end of the year, Ariana Grande participated in the Jingle Ball Tour 2016. Ariana Grande recorded the title track of the soundtrack for the 2017 live-action remake of Disney's 1991 animated film Beauty and the Beast. The recording was released as a duet with American singer John Legend in February 2017. The same month, Ariana Grande embarked on her third concert tour, the Dangerous Woman Tour, to promote the related album. On April 27, 2017, Norwegian DJ Kashmir Cat released the 5th song, Quit, from his debut album 9 featuring Ariana Grande. On May 22, 2017, her concert at Manchester Arena was the target of a suicide bombing, a shrapnel-laden homemade bomb detonated by an Islamic extremist as people were leaving the arena. The Manchester Arena bombing caused 22 deaths and injured hundreds more. Ariana Grande suspended the remainder of the tour and held a televised benefit concert, One Love Manchester, on June 4, helping to raise $23 million to aid the bombing's victims and affected families. The concert featured performances from Ariana Grande, as well as Liam Gallagher, Robbie Williams, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus and other artists. To recognize her efforts, the Manchester City Council named Ariana Grande the first honorary citizen of Manchester. The tour resumed on June 7 in Paris and ended in September 2017. In August 2017, Ariana Grande appeared in an Apple Music Carpool Karaoke episode, singing musical theater songs with American entertainer Seth MacFarlane. In December 2017, Billboard magazine named her Female Artist of the Year. Ariana Grande began working on songs for her fourth studio album, Sweetener, with Pharrell Williams in 2016. But the events in Manchester gave a hard reset to the project's expectations. Ariana Grande released No Tears Left to Cry as the lead single from Sweetener in April 2018, with the song debuting at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Ariana Grande the only artist to have debuted the first single from each of her first 4 albums in the top 10 of the Hot 100. In June 2018, she was featured in Bed, the second single from Nicki Minaj's fourth studio album Queen. The second single, God Is a Woman, peaked at number 8 on the Hot 100 and became Ariana Grande's 10th top 10 single in the US. Released in August 2018, Sweetener debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and received acclaim from critics. She simultaneously charted 9 songs from the album on the Hot 100, along with a collaboration, making her the 4th female artist to reach the 10-song mark. Ariana Grande gave 4 concerts to promote the album, billed as the Sweetener Sessions, in New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, and London between August 20 and September 4, 2018. In October 2018, Ariana Grande participated in the NBC broadcast A Very Wicked Halloween, singing The Wizard and I from the musical Wicked. The following month, the BBC aired a 1-hour special, Ariana Grande at the BBC, featuring interviews and performances. In November 2018, Ariana Grande released the single Thank You, Next, and announced her 5th studio album of the same name. The song debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Ariana Grande's first chart-topping single in the United States, spending 7 non-consecutive weeks atop. Since then, it has been certified 5 times platinum in the United States. The song's music video broke records for most watched music video on YouTube within 24 hours of release and fastest Vivo video to reach 100 million views on YouTube, both of which were later surpassed by other artists. On Spotify, it became the fastest song to reach 100 million streams, 11 days, and most streamed song by a female artist in a 24-hour period, with 9.6 million streams, before being surpassed by her own song, 7 Rings, nearly 15 million streams. Later the same month, Ariana Grande released, in collaboration with YouTube, a 4-part docuseries titled Ariana Grande, Dangerous Woman Diaries. It shows behind-the-scenes and concert footage from Ariana Grande's Dangerous Woman tour, including moments from the One Love Manchester concert, and follows her professional life during the tour and the making of Sweetener. The series debuted on November 29, 2018. By the end of the year, she became the most streamed female artist on Spotify. In January 2019, it was announced that Ariana Grande would be headlining the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, where she became the youngest and only the 4th female artist ever to headline the festival. It took place April 12 to 14 and April 19 to 21. Ariana Grande brought a number of guest artists to perform with her, including NSYNC, P. Diddy, Nicki Minaj and Justin Bieber. Her set has received critical acclaim. Ariana Grande's second single from Thank You, Next, 7 Rings, was released on January 18, 2019, and debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the week of February 2, becoming her second single in a row, and overall, to top the charts. It made Ariana Grande the 3rd female artist with multiple number 1 debuts after Mariah Carey, 3, and Britney Spears, 2, and 5th artist overall after Justin Bieber and Drake. The song broke several streaming and recording industry records. Spending 8 non-consecutive weeks at number 1, it became Ariana Grande's most successful song on the chart and one of the best-selling singles worldwide. Thank You, Next was released on February 8, 2019, and debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 while receiving acclaim from critics. It broke the records for the largest streaming week for a pop album and for a female album in the United States with 307 million on-demand streams. Ariana Grande became the first solo artist to occupy the top 3 spots on the Billboard Hot 100 with 7 Rings, at number 1, her third single, Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored, debuting at number 2, and her lead single, Thank You, Next, rose to number 3, and the overall second artist to do so since the Beatles did in 1964 when they occupied the top 5 spots. In the United Kingdom, Ariana Grande became the second female solo artist to simultaneously hold the number 1 and 2 spots and the first musical artist to replace herself at number 1, twice consecutively.
In February 2019, it was reported Ariana Grande wouldn't attend the Grammy Awards after she had a disagreement with producers over a potential performance at the ceremony.
Ariana Grande ended up earning her first Grammy, for Best Pop Vocal Album, for Sweetener. The same month, Ariana Grande won a Brit Award for International Female Solo Artist. She also embarked on her third headlining tour, the Sweetener World Tour, to promote both Sweetener and Thank You, Next, which began on March 18, 2019. Ariana Grande was nominated for 9 awards at the 2019 Billboard Music Awards, including Top Artist. She would win 2 awards for Billboard Chart Achievement and Top Female Artist on May 1, 2019. Ariana Grande performed at the event via a pre-recorded performance from her Sweetener World Tour. In June 2019, Ariana Grande announced that she co-executive produced the soundtrack to the film Charlie's Angels. A collaboration with Miley Cyrus and Lana Del Rey, titled Don't Call Me Angel, was released as the lead single on September 13, 2019. It was later nominated for Best Original Song at the 24th Satellite Awards. In August 2019, she released a single titled Boyfriend with pop duo Social House. Ariana Grande co-wrote singer Normani's debut solo single, Motivation, which was released on August 16, 2019. Ariana Grande won 3 awards at the 2019 MTV Video Music Awards, including the Artist of the Year award. She was nominated for 12 awards in total, including Video of the Year for Thank You. Next, Ariana Grande was featured on the remix of American singer and rapper Lizzo's song Good as Hell, which was released on October 25, 2019. By the end of the year, Billboard named Ariana Grande the most accomplished female artist to debut in the 2010s, while NME named her one of the defining music artists of the decade. She also became the most streamed female artist of the decade on music streaming service Spotify. Also, Forbes ranked her amongst the highest paid celebrities in 2019, placing at number 62 on the list, while Billboard ranked her as 2019's highest paid solo musician. In January 2020, Ariana Grande received multiple nominations at the 2020 iHeartRadio Music Awards, including Female Artist of the Year. The following month, she made a guest appearance in the 2nd season of the American television series Kidding, which stars Jim Carrey. Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber released a collaboration song titled Stuck With You on May 8, 2020. Net proceeds from the sales of the song were donated to the First Responders Children's Foundation in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. The song debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Ariana Grande's 3rd chart-topping single. Alongside Bieber, both artists tied Mariah Carey and Drake for the most songs to debut at number 1 on the Hot 100. Ariana Grande is the first artist to have her first 3 number 1s debut at the top, following Thank You, Next, and 7 Rings. Ariana Grande also released a collaboration with Lady Gaga, Rain on Me, as the 2nd single from Gaga's 6th studio album Chromatica. The song also debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Ariana Grande's 4th number 1 single and helping Ariana Grande break the record for the most number 1 debuts on that chart. The song won the Best Pop Duo Group Performance category at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. In 2020, Ariana Grande became the highest-earning woman in music on Forbes' 2020 Celebrity 100 list, placing 17th overall with $72 million. At the 2020 MTV Video Music Awards, she was nominated for 9 awards for both Stuck With You with Bieber and Rain on Me with Gaga. For the latter, Ariana Grande received her 3rd consecutive nomination for Video of the Year. She won 4 awards, including Song of the Year for Rain on Me. Ariana Grande's 6th studio album, Positions, was released on October 30, 2020. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, becoming Ariana Grande's 5th number 1 album. The eponymous lead single was released on October 23. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Ariana Grande's 5th chart-topping single and breaking numerous records. Ariana Grande became the first artist to have 5 number 1 debuts on the Hot 100 and the first to have their first 5 number 1s debut at the top. Positions became her 3rd number 1 single in 2020 following Stuck With You and Rain on Me, making Ariana Grande the first artist since Drake to have 3 number 1 singles in a single calendar year and the first female artist to do so since Rihanna and Katy Perry in 2010. Alongside the release of Positions, the song from the album 34+35 served as the 2nd single off the album. The song debuted at number 8, becoming Ariana Grande's 18th top 10 single. Ariana Grande released a 34+35 remix featuring American rappers Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion on January 15, 2021. The remix helped the song reach a new peak at number 2, the highest charting song credited to 3 or more female soloists on the Hot 100 since Christina Aguilera, Maya, Pink and Lil' Kim's Lady Marmalade in 2001. The remix was one of 5 additional tracks included on the deluxe edition of Positions, released on February 19, 2021. Ariana Grande was named the most played artist on iHeartRadio's stations in 2021, reaching 2.6 billion in audience. On October 14, 2020, it was announced that Ariana Grande would star alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, and Meryl Streep in Adam McKay's Don't Look Up. The film was released on the streaming service Netflix on December 24, 2021. With streams of more than 152 million hours in a week, it broke the record for the biggest week of views in Netflix history. To promote the film, Ariana Grande released the song, Just Look Up, in collaboration with rapper Kid Cudi, on December 3, 2021. At the 27th Critics' Choice Awards, Ariana Grande received nominations in the categories Best Song and Best Acting Ensemble, as a part of the cast. She also received a nomination at the 28th Screen Actors Guild Awards for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. On November 13, 2020, Ariana Grande made a surprise appearance on the Adult Swim Festival, performing alongside music artist Thundercat, performing his song Them Changes, which Ariana Grande had previously covered.
Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson also featured on a remix of Mariah Carey's 2010 Christmas song Oh Santa. The song was released on December 4, 2020, as part of Mariah Carey's Magical Christmas Special. Ariana Grande released a concert film for her Sweetener World Tour, Excuse Me, I Love You, on December 21, 2020, exclusively on Netflix. In April, Ariana Grande featured on a remix of The Weeknd's Save Your Tears, released on April 23.
The remix reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming both artists' 6th number 1 single. She joined Paul McCartney as the only artists to earn 3 number 1 duets on the Hot 100. The remix also became one of the songs with the most total weeks on the chart. Ariana Grande and The Weeknd performed Save Your Tears together at the 2021 iHeartRadio Music Awards. In June, Ariana Grande featured on the song I Don't Do Drugs from Doja Cat's third studio album Planet Her. Her contribution as a songwriter and featured artist on the song earned Ariana Grande a nomination for Album of the Year at the 64th Annual Grammy Awards. Ariana Grande performed virtually as the headline act of the Rift Tour on the video game Fortnite from August 6 to 8, 2021. The concert attracted 78 million players, beating Travis Scott's record of 11.7 million views for his own concert, and helped fuel a spike in streams for the songs included in her set. In November 2021, it was announced that Ariana Grande would play Glinda for the upcoming 2-part film adaptation of the musical Wicked, directed by John M. Chu and starring alongside Cynthia Erivo, who will play Elphaba.
Ariana Grande's music is generally pop and R&B with elements of EDM, hip-hop, and trap, the latter first appearing prominently on her Christmas and Chill extended play.
While consistently maintaining pop R&B tones, she has increased incorporation of trap into her music as her career has progressed thanks to her work with record producer Tommy Brown. She has worked with Brown on every album and stated that one of the things I love most about working with Tommy is that none of the beats he plays me ever sound the same. Ariana Grande learned how to sound engineer and produce because she loves being hands-on during every project, and revealed that Mac Miller taught her how to work with Pro Tools. Justin Tranter, a recent collaborator, felt inspired to see how involved Ariana Grande is in her music, from the writing to the vision to the storytelling and to even engineering and comping her own vocals. She has co-written several of her songs addressing a wide variety of themes such as love, sex, wealth, breakups, independence, empowerment, self-love and moving on from the past. Ariana Grande's debut album, Yours Truly, was complimented for recreating the R&B vibe and feel of the 90s with the help of songwriter and producer Babyface. Her follow-up, My Everything, was described as an evolution from her debut record with a new sound exploring EDM and electropop genres. She followed her pop R&B sound on her third album, Dangerous Woman, which was praised by the Los Angeles Times for adapting to different styles with the reggae pop, Side to Side, the dance pop influenced Be Alright, and the fusion of guitar and trap in Sometimes. Her trap pop sound is heavily featured on her fourth and fifth studio albums, Sweetener and Thank You. Next, Elias Late of Rolling Stone believes, with her new album Sweetener, she set her sights on conquering trap, savage basslines and jittery swarms of drum programming. She also embraces the sound of hard beat and southern hip-hop, exploring elements of funk music with themes of love and prosperity. Craig Jenkins of Vulture wrote that Ariana Grande had changed and approached her style to trap and hip-hop, filled with R&B undertones on Thank You, Next, with lyrics about breakups, empowerment, and self-love. Her sixth album, Positions, expands on the R&B and trap pop sound of Sweetener and Thank You, Next, with topics about sex and romance. Ariana Grande grew up listening mainly to urban pop and 1990s music and says that Over the Rainbow was one of the first songs she remembers singing because Wizard of Oz was always my favorite movie when I was younger. Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston are her biggest vocal influences. I love Mariah Carey. She is literally my favorite human being on the planet. And of course Whitney Houston as well. As far as vocal influences go, Whitney and Mariah pretty much cover it. Alongside Carey and Houston, Ariana Grande's other key influences include Celine Dion and Madonna. She reflects on her childhood by posting videos of herself singing songs from Dion's 1997 album Let's Talk About Love on her social media. Ariana Grande credits Madonna for paving the way for me and also every other female artist, and admitted to being obsessed with her entire discography. She credited Gloria Estefan with inspiring her to pursue a music career, after Estefan saw and complimented Ariana Grande's performance on a cruise ship when she was 8 years old. Ariana Grande praised Imogen Heap's intricate song structure and named Judy Garland as a childhood influence, admiring her ability to tell a story when she sings. Musically, Ariana Grande admires India Arie because her music makes me feel like everything is going to be okay, and loves Brandy's songs because her riffs are incredibly on point. Destiny's Child and Beyoncé are also major influences and inspirations in her career. She has also expressed admiration for rappers who impact the music industry without a planned release date, telling Billboard, "My dream has always been to be, obviously not a rapper, but, like, to put out music in the way that a rapper does. I feel like there are certain standards that pop women are held to that men aren't. It's just like, brew, I just want to drop music the way these boys do." It inspired her to release Thank You, Next without any prior announcement, which The Ringer called more of a Drake move than an Ariana Grande move. Ariana Grande is a light lyric soprano, possessing a 4-octave vocal range and a whistle register. With the release of Yours Truly, critics compared Ariana Grande to Mariah Carey because of her wide vocal range, sound and musical material. Julianne Escobedo-Shepherd of Billboard wrote that both Carey and Ariana Grande have the talent to let their vocals do the talking. That's not where the similarities end. Ariana Grande is subverting it with cute, comfortable, and on-trend dresses with a feminine slant. Ariana Grande responded to the comparisons, "It's a huge compliment, but when you hear my entire album, you'll see that Mariah's sound is much different than mine." Stephen J. Horowitz of Billboard wrote in 2014, "With her sophomore album, The Problem, singer no longer resembles Carey, and that's okay." Mark Savage of BBC News commented, "Ariana Grande is one of pop's most intriguing and gifted singers. A magnetic performer with unrivaled vocal control." In the New York Times, John Paralys wrote that Ariana Grande's voice can be silky, breathy or cutting, swooping through long melismas or jabbing out short R&B phrases. "It's always supple and airborne, never forced." Composer and playwright Jason Robert Brown addressed Ariana Grande in a 2016 Time magazine article, "No matter how much you are underestimated, you are going to open your mouth and that unbelievable sound is going to come out. That extraordinary, versatile, limitless instrument that allows you to shut down every objection and every obstacle." Ariana Grande cited Audrey Hepburn as a major style influence in her early years of fame, but began to find emulating Hepburn's style a little boring as her career has progressed. She also drew inspiration from actresses of the 1950s and 1960s, such as Anne Margaret, Nancy Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe. Ariana Grande's modest look early in her career was described as age-appropriate, in comparison to contemporary artists who grew up in the public eye. Jim Farber of the New York Daily News wrote in 2014 that Ariana Grande received less attention for how little she wears or how graphically she moves than for how she sings. That year, she abandoned her earlier style and began wearing short skirts and crop tops with knee-high boots in live performances and red carpet events. She also began regularly wearing cat and bunny ears. In recent years, she began wearing oversized jackets and hoodies. Ariana Grande's style is often imitated by social media influencers and celebrities. After years of dyeing her hair red for the role of Cat Valentine, Ariana Grande wore extensions as her hair recovered from the damage. Ann T. Donahue of MTV News noted that her iconic high ponytail has received more attention than her fashion choices. Although Ariana Grande drew criticism for alleged impolite interactions with reporters and fans in 2014, she dismissed the reports as weird, inaccurate depictions. Rolling Stone wrote, "Some may cry, diva, But it's also Ariana Grande just taking a stand to not allow others to control her image. In July 2015, Ariana Grande sparked controversy after being seen on surveillance video in a donut shop licking donuts that were on display and saying, "I hate Americans. I hate America. This is disgusting," referring to a tray of donuts. She subsequently apologized, saying that she is extremely proud to be an American, and that her comments rather referred to obesity in the United States. She later released a video apology for behaving poorly. The incident was parodied by the Muppets and featured in Miley Cyrus's Saturday Night Live cover of My Way about the regrets of the summer of 2015. Ariana Grande herself poked fun at the incident while hosting Saturday Night Live in 2016, saying, "A lot of kid stars end up doing drugs, or in jail, or pregnant, or get caught licking a donut they didn't pay for." In 2020, she said that she stopped doing interviews for a while out of fear that her words would be misconstrued and she would be labeled a diva. Ariana Grande has a large following on social media. As of July 2021, her YouTube channel has over 50 million subscribers and her music videos have been viewed a total of over 21 billion times. Her Spotify profile has amassed over 75 million followers, making her the second most followed artist and most followed female. Her Instagram account has over 300 million followers, making her the top 10 among most followed individual and third most followed female. Her now deactivated Twitter account had over 80 million followers, making it the seventh most followed account. Her Facebook page has over 40 million followers, and her TikTok has 26.3 million followers. In May 2021, Visual Capitalist ranked Ariana Grande as the world's top female social media influencer. Throughout her career, Ariana Grande has sold over 85 million records worldwide, making her one of the best-selling music artists of all time. All of Ariana Grande's full-length albums have been certified platinum or higher by the RIAA. Having amassed 98 billion streams thus far, Ariana Grande is the most streamed female artist ever. She is also the most streamed female artist on Spotify and Apple Music. 6 of Ariana Grande's songs have reached 1 billion streams on the former platform. Ariana Grande has won 2 Grammy Awards, 1 Brit Award, 9 MTV Video Music Awards, 3 MTV Europe Music Awards and 3 American Music Awards. She has received 34 Billboard Music Award nominations and won 2 in 2019, including Top Female Artist. Ariana Grande has won 9 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, including 1 in 2014 for Favorite TV Actress for her performance on Sam and Cat, and 3 People's Choice Awards. In 2014, she received the Breakthrough Artist of the Year award from the Music Business Association and Best Newcomer at the Bambi Awards. She has won 6 iHeartRadio Music Awards and 12 Teen Choice Awards. She was named Billboard Women in Music's Rising Star in 2014 and Woman of the Year in 2018. As of 2021, Ariana Grande has broken over 25 Guinness World Records by achieving most songs to debut at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 inches with 5 songs at the top of the charts. Across albums, singles and features, when physical, downloads and streaming equivalent sales are combined, she is the 5th highest certified female digital singles artist, with 63 million total units certified by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA. Ariana Grande is also certified for 20.4 million units in the UK. Ariana Grande has broken numerous Hot 100 records. Ariana Grande has a total of 16 top 10 debuts thus far, beginning with her first single, The Way. The lead single from each of her first 5 studio albums have debuted in the top 10, making her the only artist to achieve this. In 2020, she became the first act to have her first 5 number 1 singles, Thank You, Next, 7 Rings, Stuck With You, Rain On Me, and Positions, debut at number 1. That year, Ariana Grande also broke the record for the most number 1 debuts. Ariana Grande would also become the first artist to have 3 singles debut at number 1 on a single calendar year. She later broke the record for most simultaneously charting songs on the top 40 of the Hot 100 for a female artist with the release of her 5th studio album, Thank You, Next, when 11 of the 12 tracks charted within the region, later surpassed by Billie Eilish. The 3 singles from Thank You, Next, 7 Rings, Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored, and Thank You, Next, charted at numbers 1, 2, and 3 respectively on the week of February 23, 2019, making Ariana Grande the first solo artist to occupy the top 3 spots of the Billboard Hot 100 and the first artist to do so since the Beatles in 1964. With her album Thank You, Next, Ariana Grande set the record for the largest streaming week for a pop album and for a female artist, with 307 million on-demand audio streams. As of May 2021, Ariana Grande has 71 entries on the Hot 100, becoming the fourth female artist with the most Hot 100 entries. In 2016 and 2019, Ariana Grande was named one of Time's 100 most influential people in the world. In 2017, Celia Almeida wrote an article for Miami New Times and believes that of all the biggest pop stars of the past 20 years, Ariana Grande has made the most convincing transition from ingenue to independent female artist. In 2020, Bloomberg named Ariana Grande the first pop diva of the streaming generation. Ariana Grande was also placed on Pitchfork's list of the 200 most important artists of Pitchfork's first 25 years, stating, "After a period of horrific tragedy, Ariana Grande retreated and reset, eventually emerging with music that pushed her artistry further as it asserted a magical trifecta of hope, joy, and a powerhouse voice." Thank You, Next was included in Rolling Stone's 2021 revision of their 500 greatest songs of all time. In 2021, Ariana Grande ranked 78th on Billboard's Greatest of All Time Hot 100 Artists. At age 10, Ariana Grande co-founded the South Florida youth singing group Kids Who Care, which performed at charitable fundraisers and raised over $500,000 in 2007 alone. In 2009, as a member of the charitable organization Broadway in South Africa, she and her brother Frankie performed and taught music and dance to children in Gugulethu, South Africa. She was featured with Bridget Mendler and Kat Graham in 17 magazine in a 2013 public campaign to end online bullying called Delete Digital Drama. After watching the film Blackfish that year, she urged fans to stop supporting SeaWorld. In September 2014, Ariana Grande participated at the charitable Stand Up to Cancer television program, performing her song My Everything in memory of her grandfather, who had died of cancer that July. Ariana Grande has adopted several rescue dogs as pets and has promoted pet adoption at her concerts. In 2016, she launched a line of lip shades, Ariana Grande's MAC Viva Glam, with MAC Cosmetics, the profits of which benefited people affected by HIV and AIDS. In 2015, Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus performed a cover of Crowded House's Don't Dream It's Over, as part of Cyrus' Backyard Sessions to benefit her Happy Hippie Foundation, which helps homeless and LGBT youths. Later that year, Ariana Grande headlined the Dance on the Pier event, part of the LGBT Pride Week in New York City. As a feminist, Ariana Grande wrote a well-received, empowering essay on Twitter decrying the double standard and misogyny in the focus of the press on female musicians' relationships and sex lives instead of their value as an individual. She noted that she has more to talk about concerning her music and accomplishments rather than her romantic relationships. In 2016, writer Kendall Fisher called her a feminist hero. That year, Ariana Grande joined Madonna to raise funds for orphaned children in Malawi. She and Victoria Monet recorded Better Days in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. To aid the victims of the Manchester Arena bombing in 2017, Ariana Grande organized the One Love Manchester concert and re-released One Last Time, and her live performance of Over the Rainbow at the event as charity singles. The total amount raised was reportedly $23 million, more than £17 million, and she received praise for her grace and strength in leading the benefit concert. Madeline Roth of MTV wrote that the performance bolstered courage among an audience that desperately needed it. Returning to the stage was a true act of bravery and resilience. In 2017, New York Magazine's Vulture section ranked the event as the #1 concert of the year, and Billboard's Mitchell Harrison called Ariana Grande a gay icon for her LGBT-friendly lyrics and performances and support for the LGBTQ community. In September 2017, Ariana Grande performed in a concert for Charlottesville which benefited the victims of the August 2017 white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. In March 2018, she participated in March for Our Lives to support gun control reform. Ariana Grande donated the proceeds from the first show in Atlanta on her Sweeten a World tour to Planned Parenthood in a response to the passage of a number of anti-abortion laws in several states including Georgia. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Ariana Grande donated between $500 and $1,000 each to a number of fans as financial support. Ariana Grande also supported a COVID-19 fund named Project 100, which aimed to provide $1,000 digital payments to 100,000 families who have been greatly impacted by the pandemic. In May 2020, Ariana Grande announced that all net proceeds from her collaboration with singer Justin Bieber, Stuck With You, would be donated to the First Responders Children's Foundation to fund grants and scholarships for children of frontline workers who are working during the global pandemic. That month, Ariana Grande joined a Los Angeles protest against the murder of George Floyd, demanding justice and asking fans to sign petitions condemning the act of police brutality. She highlighted white privilege and called for more activism outside social media. In December 2020, Ariana Grande and Scott and Brian Nicholson, her choreographers and friends, launched Orange Twins Rescue, an animal rescue center based in Los Angeles. In the same month, Ariana Grande surprised kids, who spend the holiday at children's hospitals in LA and the UK, with gifts from wish lists at the UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital and the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital. In June 2021, Ariana Grande, along with a dozen other celebrities, signed an open letter to Congress to pass the Equality Act, highlighting the act would protect marginalized communities. In the same month, Ariana Grande partnered with the online portal BetterHelp, and gave away $2 million worth of therapy to fans. On International Transgender Day of Visibility, she launched a fund for transgender youth, pledging to match every donation up until $1.5 million. In May 2022, Ariana Grande was among 160 artists and influencers who signed a "Bands Off Our Bodies" full-page advertisement in the New York Times, in support of abortion rights in the U.S. In October 2014, Ariana Grande joined the bottled water brand What R as an equity holder and partner. In November 2015, she released a limited edition handbag in collaboration with Coach. In January 2016, she launched a makeup collection with MAC Cosmetics, donating 100% of proceeds to the MAC AIDS Fund. In February 2016, Ariana Grande launched a fashion line with Lipsy London. Later that year, she teamed up with Brookstone, using the concept art of artist Wenqing Yan, to design cat ear headphones. In 2017, Ariana Grande collaborated with Square Enix to create a character based on herself for the mobile game Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Ariana Grande was a limited-time unlockable character as part of the Dangerous Woman tour event, which also included an orchestral remix of Ariana Grande's song, Touch It. The character, Dangerous Ariana, is a magical support character who uses music-based attacks. In September 2017, she became a brand ambassador for Reebok. In August 2018, she partnered with American Express for the Sweetener Sessions, a partnership which continued through the Sweetener World Tour in 2019, alongside T-Mobile. In March 2019, she partnered with Starbucks for the launch of the Cloud Macchiato beverage. In May 2019, Ariana Grande was announced as the face of Givenchy's Fall-Winter campaign. The campaign began in July and generated $25.13 million in media impact value. Beats, Samsung, Fiat, Reebok, and Guess products have been featured in Ariana Grande's music videos. She has appeared in commercials for Macy's, T-Mobile, and Apple, as well as for her own fragrances. Ariana Grande has released 11 fragrances with luxe brands. She launched her debut fragrance, Ari by Ariana Grande, in 2015. In the wake of its success, she launched her third fragrance, Sweet Like Candy, in 2016. Her fifth fragrance, Moonlight, was released in 2017. Her latest fragrances, Cloud, 2018, Thank You, Next, 2019, REM, 2020, and God is a Woman, 2021. The collection also included the limited editions Frankie, 2016, Sweet Like Candy Limited Edition, 2017, Thank You, Next 2.0, and Cloud Intense, both 2021. The fragrances won the Fragrance Foundation Award multiple times, most recently with REM in 2021. In 2022, it was reported that Cloud is the best-selling fragrance at Ulta, selling one bottle every 11 minutes. Since its launch in 2015, the franchise has made $750 million in retail sales globally. In November 2021, Ariana Grande launched her makeup line, REM Beauty, which is distributed at Ulta Beauty as of March 2022. Chapter 1, Ultraviolet, featured 12 core products, including a range of individual shades, that cover all the essentials for both lips and eyes. In March, Ariana Grande released the brand's Chapter 2, Good Night and Go line. In addition to a selection of new skincare products, including an under-eye balm, lash and brow serum, and face mist, the second collection also contained new makeup staples, like a versatile cheek and lipstick and additional sets of eyelash extensions. Forbes reported that the line was one of the brands to help Ulta's driving gross margin as consumer demand was strong. In May, the line won Best New Brand at the Allure Best of Beauty Awards. Ariana Grande has said she struggled with hypoglycemia, which she attributed to poor dietary habits. She also developed post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and anxiety after the Manchester Arena bombing. She nearly pulled out of her performance in the 2018 broadcast A Very Wicked Halloween due to anxiety. Ariana Grande has also said she has been in therapy for over a decade, having first seen a mental health professional shortly after her parents' divorce. Ariana Grande was raised Roman Catholic, but left the church during the pontificate of Benedict XVI, opposing its stance on homosexuality and noting that her half-brother Frankie is gay.
She and Frankie have followed the teachings of Kabbalah, a branch of Jewish mysticism, since she was 12. She said that they believe the basis lies in the idea that if you're kind to others, good things will happen to you.
Several of her songs, such as Break Your Heart Right Back, are supportive of LGBT rights. She has also been labeled an advocate for a sex-positive attitude. In November 2019, Ariana Grande endorsed Senator Bernie Sanders' second presidential bid. Ariana Grande met actor Graham Phillips in the cast of the Broadway musical 13 in 2008 and dated him until 2011. She dated English singer Nathan Sykes between August and December 2013, and then dated rapper Big Sean from October 2014 to April 2015. After recording The Way with Mac Miller in 2012, the two began dating in 2016. They collaborated on the single My Favorite Part, released in September 2016 on Miller's album The Divine Feminine, 2016. Their relationship ended by May 2018. That September, Miller died from an accidental drug overdose. Ariana Grande expressed grief over his death on social media and called him her dearest friend. In May 2018, Ariana Grande began dating actor and comedian Pete Davidson, and they became engaged the next month. They called off their engagement and ended the relationship in October 2018. Ariana Grande began dating real estate agent Dalton Gomez in January 2020. Their relationship, while mostly private, was made public in the music video of her and Justin Bieber's charity single, Stuck With You. Ariana Grande announced their engagement on December 20, 2020, after 11 months of dating. On May 15, 2021, they married in a private ceremony at her home in Montecito, California, where she wore a custom Vera Wang dress. Her wedding pictures became the most liked Instagram post by a celebrity, with over 25 million likes.